Yeah. Kira. I probably spelled that so wrong.
You are Zakur.
Zorker? Zorker?
don't know how to.
I could try to spell it out.
I'm
You said Zukura, so maybe
yeah.
it's Z
Yes. Kura.
Zukura. So Z U
Z-A-C-U-R-A.
R Zukura. So Z U K U R A. Is that fine? Zukura.
That works.
Yes.
Okay.
No, wait, that wouldn't be Zukura, that'd be Zukura.
Close enough.
Shouldn't there be an O instead of a U, the second vowel?
It'll be
Zukura. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Zukura.
an O. Yeah.
I
think
thought she
that's
said
better.
Zukura.
Nah,
I have a
think
weird
she's-
accent. Can you unmute, please? Somebody force this man to unmute. I'm spamming him.
Alright, next we're gonna
Forcing
determine
men
your
to-
character's ability scores, okay? So let's see how strong you are.
Okay.
11 strength, 9 intelligence, 13 wisdom. Okay, so she's wise.
Let's go.
And then next we're gonna test her dexterity, constitution, and charisma. Okay, here it is. Dexterity is 11, constitution is 12, charisma is 11. And I'm
Okay.
just inputting it into your character record as we go, as you can tell.
Who's my
Alright.
boyfriend? He's not playing. Like, as a. Can he help me play or no? Like, can he be me?
What?
The best way he
Because
can
he
help
knows
you
how
is
to
to play
play.
too. You have a character, and he can help protect you. Or you can help
Okay.
protect him, right? You guys can help each other to
Babe,
keep
you
going.
gonna play?
That would be the best way.
Good chat. It's okay. I swear he has a vocal box.
Alright.
I swear he's real.
You just added a random Discord account. Alright. Let's see. Zane, you're next. So you're gonna play as a new character. So grab me a new sheet.
Yeah. My name should be Seraphim. Yeah.
Seraphim. Okay.
Yeah. Seraph. Seraph.
I am.
I am.
Alright. Oh shit, we're not done with strangers yet. Stranger, you also get to pick a medieval weapon of your choice.
Medieval weapon, any?
Yeah, and then I can see if you can afford it.
Oh, do you guys have like staffs, like magical staffs? I was like, that not a thing.
Yeah,
Jeff
there
Balin,
are
you wanna
staffs.
go?
They're not magical, but they're just a wooden staff. Magical weapons,
Okay, never mind. I
very
want to do
expensive.
crossbow.
You want a crossbow? Okay, very good choice.
Yeah.
Alright, so you've got 13
Connor, if I
pounds. What
fucked
gives
up,
you?
this is on you.
Slung, crossbow. Oops, typo. Quiver. Corals. Alright, you still have money left over actually. We rolled pretty well for your
Really?
money. So, you've got 7 pounds left. You can either get more weapons, armor, equipment, or supplies. What would you like?
Connor, can you please? I don't know what to do. Hang on. Please. Um. Uh. I don't know. I don't know what's best. I guess armor?
Armor, sure. Yeah, so you already have a helmet, so we can either upgrade your helmet to a heavy helmet, or we can get you some body armor, a gambeson.
Body armor.
Okay, good choice. Alright, so that only cost you another 5 pounds. You're down to 2 pounds, which is enough for equipment and supplies if you want some, or a melee weapon. Would you like a melee weapon? Or a tool?
Can I save it?
You could save it. However, you do need
Yeah.
a knapsack to put the money in, so we'll buy you a knapsack and then you can put your pound of copper in the knapsack.
Okay.
A knapsack is just a sack with straps. Let's see.
A nut sack.
Kind of, yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Keep 1 copper on you. Alright. Appreciate your patience, everyone. Zane, it's your turn, Seraphim. Okay, so
Yeah,
she has let's check her abilities. Strength is 9, intelligence is 13, and wisdom is 8. Pretty decent so far. Probably a magic user in the future.
Question: how do I increase my points? For example, my strength and intelligence and so forth. Is there any way to do that?
Yes, you have to train and get experience and money, right? So money can get you training, so you can get better at your job. But also experience in the field could also increase your abilities. Just practicing your job,
So how
doing
much
your job.
experience is required? How much
Um,
experience is required to increase my points?
Depends on what class you choose, but probably around 20 points of experience on average, and usually one kill gets you one experience, one monster kill. So
Okay.
you might have to kill around 20 monsters or find some treasure as well. So let's see, 10 to 20 usually. That's on average of how many you have to kill. All right.
Okay, so my strength is at 6. Does that mean it's difficult for me to kill monsters?
You're physically weaker than most men, but you're still very capable at killing a monster. As long as you have 2
Use a
hands and
bow,
2 feet,
baby.
you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright. So back to where we were. It's still Zane's
Mm-hmm.
turn. I was gonna roll his next set of abilities. Let's see. Dexterity's 9, Constitution 15, Charisma 10. 9, 15, 10. Alright, decent. Those are good. +1 bonus to hit points. Let's roll your hit points. 3 plus 1, 4. Okay, nice. And what medieval weapon do you want?
How much money do I have?
You've got 18 pounds max roll.
Wow, that's fine.
18 pounds.
Lucky
Okay.
day, yeah.
What would a full body armor cost?
You want gambeson and shield, or gambeson and heavy helmet, or heavy helmet and heavy gambeson?
Um, Heavy gambeson and a heavy shield.
Heavy gambeson, heavy shield.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have enough for that. It would be around 21
Okay.
pounds total.
Okay. Then heavy gambeson. Uh,
You can do heavy gambeson and
and
heavy helmet. It would cost 15 pounds. Because you already have a helmet, so you just need to get the visor piece.
so the heavy helmet does give me armor points, right?
Yep. You have a normal helmet right now.
Okay. And then how much is left for a melee weapon?
Oh,
3.
thought we lost him. Good thing he didn't go. Alright, sorry, what did you say?
How much is left for a melee weapon that I can afford?
Well, if you depends on if you actually buy it or not. If you buy the heavy helmet and the heavy gambeson, you would only have 3 pounds left. That can get you a dagger or a spear, but no sheath or sling for it.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would get a spear.
Alright, did you want the armor though?
Yeah. Yeah. The armor
Okay, yeah,
also.
because you didn't confirm it.
Heavy armor, heavy helmet, and a spear. Yeah.
Alright, do you want to name this character the heir to your last one?
Uh, no. Let's put Vulcan at rest. He is dishonored.
Or actually, no, he cannot have an heir because he's still alive, technically, yeah. He's just arrested,
Oh,
imprisoned. Alright,
so can I inherit him?
no, you cannot. You can inherit a character's gear until they're dead. So if they're captured and missing in action, or imprisoned, then you cannot inherit their stuff. Let's see.
Oh, so I have to wait till he dies.
Yes.
Okay.
Till he
Yeah.
dies
Well,
or is
make him
executed
then.
or is freed from prison.
Then
Yeah.
yeah, just yeah, just I mean, yeah, cut him off from me. That house is dead. Yeah. Okay.
Right, yeah. Okay, anyway.
All right.
Um, next is gonna be either Big Daddy's turn or High's turn. Hi, are you with us?
Hi is, but he's just here to watch.
Oh, okay. And is Big Daddy playing?
I don't know.
Big, are you gonna play? Alright, if you don't prep now, you won't be able to join later. Okay, no worries.
I have a wait a second. I have a request to all of my teammates. If anyone could spare me a shield, that would be really good.
I thought we were working against each other.
Nope,
No, we're
you, so
No,
you,
no,
the idea is you
we're
band
together.
together, to form a party of adventurers to go hunt monsters and
Oh,
treasure, right?
So how much does
Mm.
a heavy shield
So you're
cost?
forming a party, right, for an expedition.
10.
10? Can somebody give me 10 copper?
I can give you. How much do I have?
We can check. Alright, Davis, you've got no money left over, sadly.
Anybody
Oh,
else?
fuck.
Alright, so let's get started here. Or actually,
Okay.
we just finished game preparation, so we're gonna take a small break. Take a 5-minute break, everyone. Get use the bathroom if you need to, stretch your legs, get a drink. When you come back from your break, we're gonna start the game. So yeah, please take 5-minute break.
All right.
How long is a game?
It's usually 3 hours, but prep took an hour, so it's gonna be 2 hours.
Yeah.
whoa. I thought it was 12, 11 minutes.
No.
No, it's a 3-hour game. You
So
still down?
it's not a 3-hour
If
game.
we
It's maximum time is 3 hours. As soon as you guys
Yeah, it's max.
get money, you can cash out, right?
if we die
Mm.
early or TPK happens, then it's gonna be an hour and a half. Or if we
Yeah.
actually succeed, yeah. If we actually succeed, then yeah, 3 hours. Yeah.
So it's kind of like gambling, right? You play a match of cards, right? If you win your first hand, you can either cash out or keep playing, right? If you lose, you can same thing, leave or keep playing, right? But the goal is that you're trying to actually
Say we
do
go
something
into
first, take an action, and then if you succeed, you can determine whether you want to keep going or drop out,
Mm.
right? So the sequence of play I described at the beginning is, I'll tell you a situation you're in, you'll tell me what you do about it, and then we determine the results, right? So if you might take an action, it might not lead to good results right away. Sometimes you got to take many actions to get to the result you want, right? Say for example, you're in town, right? If you don't
Mm.
take the right action, you might not make any money in your first few turns, right? So you have to probably choose to leave town first or find a job, and then that can lead you to your next action that will get you the money, right? So once you get a job, you can do your job, and then you can get the money, right? Take a 5-minute break though.
All right.
Just
another way to run a fast game if you really want one, which I'm not saying this is what I want. So you go into a cave, you fight off, you know, 3 rats, and that could technically be the end of that game. You could leave right after that because you can take those heads and get copper out of it. I don't recommend it because you're already there. You might as well continue, but it's an option.
It's just like it's late for Australians. And I know there's a couple Australians in here.
I mean, he's in
Hang
Japan,
on.
so it's pretty good. He's a really good DM, so he really runs things out, like makes it easy. I'm not saying the game's easy, but it's easy to understand what he does and explains. But be very, very accurate with what you tell him. Do you know your difference between north, south, east, and west?
I hope so.
I mean, some people don't.
Some people shouldn't have a driver's license.
I agree. I'm a truck driver. I agree.
Some
Some
people
people don't even
shouldn't.
know their left and rights when they drive.
Some people shouldn't exist.
I mean, I
Exactly.
also
Like
agree with
Kurt
that.
Cobain.
I mean, technically, if you just got rid of the baby, that would fix that.
Exactly.
I
Who
mean,
needs more
I mean,
kids?
I wasn't asked to be born. I wasn't asked to be born, right? Like nobody was like asked that, hey, do you want to come and live a life on Earth? No, nobody was asked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God asked me. God was like,
I
"Hey,
don't
you want to be
consent.
born?" I said to a rich family, and he's like, "They're rich in love."
He
God said
tricked
too
you.
bad. Just suck it up to me. I went, oh, okay.
By the way, Geese, stranger, uh, can you,
You're echoing.
sorry, I have a speech impediment. Can you apply your noise suppression?
Sad part is it's a
Okay. Thank you so
Damn.
much, stranger, for that. Geese, I propose that we do something different, like we construct a let's say we construct a plain fortress, not a fortress, but a plain field where we fence it and where we try to capture or tame wild horses, something like that of a sort, or go into the kingdom and try to talk to people and people
Let's
who
see
are
what our job offers are.
no, yeah, and talk to
But
people who are yeah, talk to people who are poor and who don't have anyone. Let's say they're orphans, right? So we recruit them. We try to persuade them to join us. Let's do something different. Let's not go to the dungeons and die away. Like, let's do
with
something
this
different.
specific situation, actually, what you're saying may help. Because we're dealing with the goblin issue to the southwest, uh, and the orcs to the southeast. So possibly the town may hire us for fortifications. It would not pay very well, but we may get a little bit of experience out of it. But has to be in low levels. It may work out, be quick and easy for the new guys too, because they'd understand how the game works. But we still got to worry about random encounters. So keep that in mind. But if the town has something simple we can do to get a little bit of XP and maybe level up without risking death, you know what I mean? Because it's so easy to die when you have a team of low levels.
Mm?
Yeah, you're
But
right.
We talking shit?
hell yeah, I'm talking shit. You know how many people? I went through 5 characters last weekend, dog.
I've
Died
gone
so many
through
times.
one my entire life, and this is the one.
It's so funny.
So
But yeah, if you want to be
yeah,
named captain, if you want to go the safe route, I'm okay with leading you as captain because I'm more of a combatant. So if you guys want to go safe route, speak up if that's cool with you. We can build fortifications, tame horses, try to make some money.
Alright,
Yeah, let's
ladies and gentlemen, your break is
no,
over.
you
It's been
can
roughly 5 minutes. Let's get
Okay.
back into it. So, thank you for your patience. Hopefully, yeah, like I said, the game's gonna start with the dungeon master describing to you the situation you're in, and then from there, you guys will get to play the game. Choose what you want to do, and to get started here, you're gonna imagine now that your characters, adventurers, gather in a small village called Zigdan, and you're in the medieval lands of Dungeons and Dragons. It's a summer day, sometime in May, and a lot of you are new to this job, right? You gather around, you join the crew of adventurers, men and women seeking to go hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory. I don't think many people in this team are very much experienced. The only one who might have had some experience recently was Garon. Everyone else here is brand new to the team, right? You might be from older households, but your character has no experience, uh, no adventuring experience yet. He's never been out there, right? Or she. So I think everyone here is new except Garon. So Garon, you might have to lead this expedition. You're the most qualified. Is that fine with you? Do you want to lead?
Um, yeah, sure, I'll lead the expedition.
hmm Very good. So you guys join under Garon's ranks. He has formed a party and you join his party, right? He's told you he's been on one adventure, not very eventful, but still has some more experience than most. And soon you'll be departing for an adventure, right? So you know the situation is your party's here in the village streets,
Am I too
preparing to
late?
set out soon. You're very late, but you can join if you have no prep. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're just getting into it. Clipper. Today, leading our crew is Garon. Let's see. So, let me grab your sheet real quick.
Thank you.
Oh,
Big
Clippers
apologies
here.
too.
Cool.
Right.
Hey, what's up,
So,
Clipper?
yep,
Oh,
Clipper's here. He's joined the party. We're in the Village of Zigden, and we're gonna be leaving soon for an adventure. So you can tell. Um, the Village of Zigden has actually provided your crew some work, though, right? So over the course of a few hours, maybe, or maybe last night, in fact, um, the village noticed the party forming outside their town, right, or the settlement outside, and they had sent some villagers to speak with you about potentially working with the village, right? Recent reports have it that some of the villagers living out in the outskirts, right, tending to the fields and the farms east of here, have unfortunately been visited in the night by the kobolds, right? We've been doing very well to defend the border to the east, at least last month. But since a lot of our troops were sent to the south to face against the orc raids, orcs are these brutish baddies, right, bullies of pig-faced men, right? We left. We didn't have many people defending the eastern border, right? Most of the troops were positioned on the eastern hamlet, but looks like kobolds slipped through in the night and conducted a raid, right, last night. And last night, one of the houses out there, one of these families were affected. It was burnt down, and the only survivors were basically just a few of the boys made it out, right? But their father, their uncles, grandpas were killed. Mother and daughters were taken, right, by these kobolds. So they hope that you might go out there and rescue them, right? They're sending a crew of. They've already sent militiamen to try to find out where the enemy are, but they think that they took them away into the Western Hermot tunnels, right, which are tunnels built by the kobolds, right? They dug out under the farmlands and are dwelling in the underground, right? So you can go down there, visit the cave entrance, and begin searching for what's left of the woman, I guess, right? If you can rescue them or not. If not, at least bring back proof of their death, right? So they can be confirmed. But more importantly, take revenge for that family. Kill as many kobolds as you can, and you'll get paid for it. Every kobold is worth 5 pounds of copper, which is 5 pounds of, or 5 days of pay, right? So do you guys want to take this quest, or do you want
Fuck
to take
yeah.
a different quest?
Question: how do the kobolds attack? Do they attack in hordes, and how many is
They
there within?
mostly throw stones, and there's usually several of them.
Yeah, the vicious, wicked,
Okay.
hairless dogmen. That's a kobold. They
Oh,
came by in the
and
night.
also before we start, I'd like to appoint Zane as my sergeant as well.
Very
All
well.
right.
Let me fix your names real quick. I just noticed I forgot to do that. So, but you guys can plan and discuss as I change your names. Go ahead, and you guys figure the situation out.
Yeah, Zane. So in this specific situation, what do you think we should do? Should we go help them, or should we go with your initial plan, which was just to cultivate horses?
Hmm. The thing is that um, if we try to make up a
Hey, I'm kind of losing connection. We're in the middle of like a really bad storm, like a cyclone, like a hurricane, like but in Australia term cyclone. It's like flooding everywhere,
Oh,
so I might have to pop off. I think my power lines are gonna go
you
down.
all
I just
right.
got a warning
you're
message about it.
Queensland.
Yeah, how did
Sorry.
you know?
All right. Thanks for letting
Peace.
us know.
New South
Yeah.
Wales.
Be
I'm so
safe.
sorry. I know. I really wanted. That's why my mic has been so bad. It's really bad at the moment. Like
Oh, we can hear
I
you
can barely
clearly.
even have it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're here all weekend, every weekend. So
Yeah.
just join up
May
later this week.
Yeah. If you
Jesus
Yeah,
can't,
I'm
save
so
you.
sorry.
no worries. Appreciate your time.
Alrighty, thank you. Bye. Yeah, I'll
Bye
come in. I'll
bye.
come in later if you guys are still on, or I'll just have a listen.
Good to go. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Appreciate you.
Alrighty,
all right. No
bye.
problem.
Take
No
care.
problem. So what I had in mind was that if we face the kobold right now as we are with minimal, attacks and defenses, and with minimal people, we're gonna definitely get beaten. I'm sure of it. Um,
Mm.
the best way that we can do is try to make a foothold near that place, and then also try to at least uh, at least make some sort of a civic activity. By civic activity, I mean at least try to make money somehow. Like, I don't know, capture wild horses, or some of us have, what do you call them? Uh, Archers, right? We can hunt birds, and we can sell those birds, and we can also like build a plane for ourselves and cut down trees, and we can fortify that place right east of the village of Zigdan. Sorry, right west of the wait, east or west? East, yeah, east of the village of Zigdan. So that would be the safest option for the first try.
Question, DM. Can the kobolds get through basic fencing, or are they not able to do that?
So you think about whether the kobolds can get over basic fencing. You've never encountered kobolds
Yeah.
before, but you've heard about them. They're small dog men. Do you think a dog man could climb over a fence?
Hmm. Not if we build it high enough. Here's what I propose, Zane. What do you think about this idea? What if we built a fence to the east of the village of Zidan? However, we left an opening, and if a kobold came through, then we could just take them out with our arrows because they would be within a fair distance, and they'd only come through that one particular entry point to where we'd be hunting at the same time to the east of the village of Zidan. So that way we could kill kobolds from a distance as well,
With
and
this, we
possibly
need to understand we do not have woodlands near us.
That's a big wall.
yeah. So we'd have to collect wood in the first place to build the fence.
Wait, DM, do we have woodlands? Do we have woods in the area,
Let's
or is it
go.
barren?
It's mostly farmland. There are light wooded areas here and there. There are hills here and there. Maybe, yeah, some different terrains, but the majority of the territory is farmland. That means just tall grass, fields of crops and such. A few rolling hills, pasture
Okay,
fields.
then a classic reconnaissance mission. Divide groups into two, and one will be a stronger group that will engage, and the second group will be an archery group that will support from the flank.
Engage with the kobolds.
Yes.
Um,
Could
what
could
does
I
everyone
recommend traps?
trap? Go on.
Set up traps possibly.
What do we have to build
We can.
traps? What kind of traps can we build?
Oh yeah,
Well, we got
okay.
woodlands.
The kobolds are carnivores, right? So
And it's
we can
farmland.
no. The kobolds are carnivores, so we can hunt pigeons, and we can place them near the place that they rampaged, and we can keep an eye on them until one of them appears, and we can shoot them.
Alright, brothers, just bear in
Mm.
mind, time is passing as you make your plans in the village of Zigdan, and your adventure time limit is 1 day, right? And then the adventure
Oh
ends.
shit.
It's already 10 o'clock.
Yeah, let's go on the reconnaissance. Okay, first on the reconnaissance, um, who has melee weapons?
We're
Before
pretty much
before
opposed
we
to it.
decide to do that, I just want to make sure is all the other adventurers, are we okay with this plan?
I'm
Yeah.
going with whatever the captain's recon.
Captain
I like
Garan, what's your
I like
call?
the trap
What shall we do
idea.
today?
Yeah, okay, okay, we can do it. We can do Zane's plan, Sergeant's plan. I agree. Let's go.
All
Alright,
right.
so Seraphim,
Uh,
what's the plan?
the plan should be that the group should be divided into two.
Alright, so let's
All of
divide the crew
them.
to two then, one step at a time. So
Okay.
you're gonna divide your party of only 5 men. It's already very small, right? How do you want to divide your
Mm,
party?
Uh, who has melee weapons?
I have a melee weapon, however, my specialty is dexterity, so I'd prefer to be further back in the back room.
So you do have a bow.
Yes, I do have a bow and I have 10 arrows.
Okay, who else does have a bow or a missile weapon?
I got
I
a
have the
longbow.
longest distance bow in the game. I have, well, that you can purchase. I have a war bow.
Okay, that
I
and
have
what
a
about
short
Trent?
bow.
You have a what?
Short bow.
Short bow. You don't have a melee weapon?
Can you scroll down, DM?
Let's.
I'm pretty sure
Can
I
I
don't.
make a recommendation, Captain? Do not split the party up. It's too small. You'll get us killed.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have a melee.
Interesting.
Okay, it is up to the captain.
Um,
We could
yes,
use
I think it would be better if we head a little bit east, not far enough to engage with the kobolds, and then we hunt for some pigeons. I still like the idea, and then maybe we
mm,
could throw it further, and then we could just keep an eye on the pigeons, and hopefully some kobolds would bite the bait.
Mm-hmm. Also save the
we
boys,
have
yeah.
a wolf
Also
den.
locate the boys, yeah, and
Alright,
locate the
so
boys.
are we changing
But
our
from
plans or do we
distance,
still want to
however,
divide our party?
no, I don't. I don't think we should. I think I'm going to listen to Jet, and I think we should not divide the party as yet. So let's just. I suggest we go east, and when going east, we just, like I said, we hunt for what we can along the way, and then we just stay within long range and see if we can spot any people that need help, and throw pigeons out, either to divert the attention of the kobolds to them or to kill kobolds.
Okay, let's go.
Right. So it sounds like you made a suggestion to your crew. In that case, do we all agree on what Captain has to say? Or any objections,
Yep.
concerns?
I'm on Captain,
Mm,
so whatever Captain does.
Roger, Roger.
Alright, so Captain Garan, you
Sounds
lead your
good.
party east then across the farmlands in search of small game to hunt and large game to hunt, right? We can check for any small game out there. The farmlands are plentiful, and there is indeed small game to hunt on the way there. The only way you can hunt those if you have a missile weapon, right? So in your crew, let's check out how many hunters we've got as you march across the farmlands. We noticed that, or we can tell that Trent is a hunter, Garon is a hunter, Jet is also a hunter, and Davis, the only one who did not bring a missile weapon, is Seraphim, right? So you cannot hunt monsters, you
Mm-hmm.
can only fight them. Um, Alright then, so let's see how much small game we acquire. Typically, every hour you choose to uh, hunt, you can scrounge up some animals as you do this, right? You move at house speed as you push east since you're hunting, and uh, is there a limit of how far we want to push east? How, or is there like
Um,
how long or how
so
far do you want to go?
the furthest I'd like to go is between the West Hermon tunnels and yeah, I think we should just stay in the middle, in between the West Hermon tunnels and the
Alright,
village of Seadown for now.
so I guess patrol these lands in between, but don't go past the
Yes.
border, I suppose.
Yes.
Alright, sure, yeah, we can do that. Spend some time out here in the farmlands, searching for small game to hunt, possibly large game. So first we'll check for signs of any large game out here. Well, before that, we'll check for wandering monsters during the first hour of our hunt. The chance is very low, but 2 ones indicate a wandering monster. A random wandering monster is encountered. Alright, so safe hunting so far. No signs of random monsters. Now we'll check for uh, large game. We only have one crew, and then the chances of a large game is typically 1 in 6 as you move across the lands. We usually want to take the adjustment of the highest or the best trekker or hunter in your crew. They can adjust the bonus. So we'll look at who's the wisest crew member. And it looks like it might
It should
be
be me.
Clipper
Keys. Clipper.
Oh,
or, yeah, Jet. Jet the third. He
Jet.
is the
Yeah.
I've
best
got a
at
16.
hearing and
Yes.
seeing and understanding the terrain. So he leads you on the hunt. He observes for any signs of treks You all will keep your eyes open as well, ears and eyes open, but we'll go with the highest bonus. So we should have a 3 in 6 chance of seeing any signs of large game. Alright, it was a 3, so there's large game out here in these farmlands somewhere. We'll check what kind. We'll roll a d8 to find out. Number 6. Alright, check the chart.
All right.
Okay, so we are in settled lands. Number 8. Oh, wrong die. It's a d12. Alright, number 4 indicates that you find after an hour from in the farmlands, you find wolf prints, right, in the farmlands. So maybe there's a pack of wolves living out here. They look fairly old, possibly. We'll check how fresh they are. Okay. Actually, they're fresh. These are fresh wolf prints. By the time you find them, you can tell that. Let's see, what's the reaction to our crew? All right. Yeah, they're very fresh tracks. You find fresh tracks out here in some mud along the creek. So there are probably some wolves nearby. You found wolf prints, right? And they're fresh. You want to track them down?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
All right, your crew will follow the wolf prints then. Look for the pack. So they're out here somewhere, right? And the tracks lead in the direction of southwest. So they lead southwest. So you follow these tracks, and let's see how far it leads you along. So we're gonna roll. So you approach the position, and we're gonna roll for where they're moving. All right, they are moving toward the. Okay, yeah, east. All right, so you follow the tracks. Um, you follow them southwest, and then eventually you get to the trail, and that's when you see them across or past the trail in the distance. The distance of their position, they're, oh yeah, they're pretty close. They're by the time you make it, maybe, so they were fresh tracks moving through the grasses, but it wasn't until you got toward the lower lands where the trail was, where the land was much more flat, you spotted the wolves moving across the fields at a distance of 30 feet, 10 yards. So you're just moving along when suddenly you see movement, right? They're nearby, and they're moving southeast right now, and you guys are moving southwest toward them. So they're just kind of moving through the grasses, ignoring you, right? But it's a pack of wolves. You can see them in the tall grass, just barely. They have concealment for the most part. So if you fire now, you have a chance to miss, a decent chance to miss, since you can't clearly see them, right? Um, let's see. I'll check how many there are real quick in the pack. Alright, so number appearing, it's gonna be 2 to 12, so 2d6. Oh wait, no, that's for dungeons. We'll see. Wilderness, 3 to 18. Alright, so it's a pack of roughly 11 wolves moving across the field. Do you want to engage? They're 30 feet moving southeast. Your party's northeast of them, right? 30 feet. You can see them
Seraphim,
moving. You want to open fire?
Seraphim, are you okay walking a bit ahead of us because you're the only one that has full body armor with a melee weapon?
Uh, yeah, I can. If they turn to attack, I can divert them, and you can shoot them. But
Yes.
I want to clarify from the DM. Do we have a clear line of sight?
No.
We do not.
So I need you, Seraphim, to bait them into a space where we could see them clearly.
Okay. Okay. I'll go near them. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, DM, I'd like to at all on the chances of him diverting their attention towards himself and luring them out to open fields where we can shoot them easily.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll do a medium scale map. Each grid should represent 10 yards, 30 feet. So, to give us an idea of our party's position, I'll put some tokens down, and their position. Again, we were northeast of them. So this is our party's position. We'll do a foot. And then, let's see their position as well. That's my wolf.
Seraphim, if you fail to divert their attention and they still keep coming at you from the tall grass, then I'd like you to head straight towards us immediately. And I wouldn't want you to engage with them. And then while you head towards us, we could shoot them while you running towards us.
Affirmative.
Alright, so you guys gonna send Seraphim off on his own?
Yes.
Yes, he's the only one with armor.
Okay, sure. So he pushes southwest toward their position. They are moving southeast right now. So by the time you finished making your plans, they were already 60 feet southeast, carefully moving through the fields. And you guys could push up on them, right?
Mhm.
So he's still with you at the moment, but you'll move toward them. At this point, you're moving at a jogging rate to catch up to them. So you're jogging through the fields as they are carefully moving through the fields. So they're moving at half speed and you're moving at full speed. And let's see if they react to your crew catching up to them. They react in a somewhat positive way in your favor. They stop, right, and they observe your position. So they notice your crew approaching, so they stop to observe you, right? The pack
Question,
is
DM.
watching.
DM, I have a question. So
What's
at the
up?
point that we are at now within the fields, where are there any areas that has less that has shorter vegetation to the point where we could see them clearly? Where we are right
No,
now?
no, we can see them clearly right now.
Oh,
Um,
we can.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They are moving through
I
tall
have a
grass.
question.
We cannot see them clearly. If we get to a hill, maybe.
Oh
You
yeah,
Oh,
guys want to take
exactly.
a hill?
That's fine.
okay.
Yeah. So
Alright, the
so can you
Seraphim
give
is
closest
us
hill
a
to your position is toward the southwest, but they're moving southeast. Do you want to keep moving southeast with them until
Seraphim.
you get to a different hill?
No, Seraphim
um
continues to approach them,
Okay,
and
Seraphim
no
the
continues.
stop.
party.
Seraphim, just keep your distance. Don't get too close to them.
You're not
It's
together
okay.
anymore.
We'll
Seraphim is, or you stop Seraphim from leaving your crew. I explained to him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I stopped. Seraphim, hold on a second. Let's just stick with the wolves. Let's follow them a little bit more until we're in a more favorable position. We all are in tall grass right now. I don't want you to get killed.
Okay.
Alright, the wolves are moving along. Uh, so we're just one party still. Which way do we want to move?
Keep following them, but staying at the same distance to the
Keep
point where
30
they
feet.
don't interact with us. Yes.
Alright, we're at 30 feet still. They are moving.
I
They continue
recommend
to
just
move through
move
tall
slow.
grass. Alright, they're keeping their concealment. Do you guys want to keep
The way I
chasing
want
after them?
the the way I want
Yes.
to do it, I want to bait them so they can come out of the tall grass and you can shoot them,
But
and I can
but
run
but
out.
we all in tall grass right now, so there's no way to bait them too. That's the
Alright,
problem.
they hold position.
I think Cole.
They're in tall grass. You guys are in open. You guys want to be on a hill? Sure. You go to a hill where you can look at them. Right? They see them in the tall grass. They are just kind of peeking over the grass and notice that you've been following them. Right?
I
So they
would
just
like
observe.
to start. I would like to
Excuse me.
start trailing behind my group since I have the longest
You're
Right.
lagging out, Jet.
range bow.
Jet decided to trail a little bit behind the group since he has a long bow.
Okay, sure.
A little bit behind, so let's say 10 feet behind us. Um, okay,
Bow
Seraphim.
has over 200 foot of range. I would like to stay at
Oh,
least 30 feet behind you.
Okay.
30 feet behind us.
So now
Wait,
Okay,
I
comms
have
are
an
cut
Seraphim,
off
idea.
between you and Jet. Jet
Seraphim,
falls back.
you
He's
can
falling back right now.
you can you can bait them to the hill right now, Seraphim, if you want to do that.
Okay.
Alright. So as you guys are making
I wanna
plans, they
bait
don't
them.
just stand there now. They're taking a new action, right? So when you guys chose to make plans again, they got hostile, right? They started barking at you from a distance and growling, right? They are spreading their forces out. So now they're dividing into smaller
Oh,
teams.
shit.
They're getting hostile.
Okay.
What's your reaction? It's back to the main crew. So, Captain, what's your crew gonna do from here? You want to keep planting in the grass or something else?
Quick question. So they within range. We can see them clearly now, right? Since they starting to surround the hill.
Yeah, they're starting to move
Okay.
around.
Jet, could you fire up some shots at them? I'll choose to fire some shots at them as
Jet's
well.
not
Yeah,
with you. You can't come with Jet. You can yell to him. He's falling back 30 feet.
okay.
30.
So you,
Okay,
Listen,
okay. So
everyone gets one action
let's shoot.
actually at this point. We're in combat now. The enemy are engaging,
Let's
right?
attack.
So,
Attack.
Garen, what's your move
Attack.
gonna be?
Okay, I'd
listen.
first like to
You
focus
get one
on
move.
the.
So what's your one move? You can either give commands, that's a move, or you can take an action or something, right? You get one move.
Okay, I'd like to command all archers within the team, everyone that has a bow, to fire at the wolf located to the southwest.
All right, that's your turn. And then let's see. As Garen is giving you guys command to fire at some of the wolves, right? As a particular group of wolves. Davis, what's your action?
Mhm. I fire at the wolves.
All right, you see a group to the southwest, a group to the
The
southeast, and a
southwest.
group to the south. Which one you on fire?
The one on the right, southeast.
Southwest, southeast. Okay.
Southeast. South.
And then let's see. Jet, you fell back 30 feet from your crew, the fields, right? What do you do?
Yep. I see them drawing, and I draw towards the same group that they're drawing towards.
Okay.
In other words, I'm firing at the ones down there.
All right. Uh, let's see. Clipper, what's your move gonna be?
I
You're with the main crew. You see the wolves approaching.
draw my bow and shoot the same group that the rest of the crew is shooting at. As well, I reload my bow for the next round.
Okay. All right. So we've all declared an action. So what actually happens is majority of the crew has faced off and
Seraphim,
fire southeast. So let's see how this goes. Seraphine, what were you gonna do?
Seraphim is gonna move 2 paces forward, and he's gonna open his arms both ways, and stand in front of the wolves.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
actually happens is you guys immediately start to fire on the position of the southeastern pack, right? There's 11 total.
Yeah.
We've got basically 4 here, 3 to the west, 3 to the east. That should be 11, right? So I immediately fire at the east. Let's see if we get any hits in there. Starting with Davis's shot. He fired a longbow, and he missed his shot. So the initial firing, right, overhead, misses a
Fuck.
wolf. So we fired, we missed our first shot. Let's see, or at least Davis did. Jet fired from a further distance. Based on his position, visibility is poor, right? It's within range, but due to elevation differences and the grasses, there's a total of a -4 penalty to the shot. -2 for the elevation, -2 for concealment. Alright. Plus he has a +1 bonus, I think, or let's check his range. Longbow range, short. Or what kind of bow you got?
It's a warbow.
The warbow. Okay, it's twice the longbow, so should be within short range then. Yeah. Alright, so it's within short range. So you should get a +1 bonus at least. What's your dexterity?
And then dex. I believe my
15.
dex is, I think it's 15. Don't quote
Alright,
me.
you hit. Alright, so you got a hit in there with your
Nice.
warbow against one of the wolves. And dealt 3 damage, and wolves have 2d4. We use half hit die for animals, normal animals, so do. He did 3 damage against, and they have a +2 bonus to hits too. So that's 6 minus 3, that's 3 hits left. So one of the wolves out there is hit and wounded. It's at 3. So we'll do, we do a marker? Let's do a marker. Yeah, we'll just type it out. So one's
By
at
the way, DM,
6.
Seraphim is slightly 2 paces above, like he's
hit him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
this
hit.
is
Yeah,
at this is
it's
30
exact.
feet. So 2 paces wouldn't make any difference in the map, right? I just know that you're in the front rank. That's it. So you
Okay.
wouldn't move. This would be like 15 feet right here, right? Or this would be like 10 feet from your party. This is 30 or 15. Because each square
Okay,
is
no,
30. So 2 paces,
well,
2 steps forward would just put you in front rank, but you're still with the
okay,
main group.
okay, never mind.
Alright,
I'm
yeah, I
sorry,
already
go ahead.
understand your situation. And we're in missile combat right now. It's not movement
Alright,
yet.
alright.
Alright, yeah, so try not to interrupt. I know you're trying to do something, but there's a sequence, right? So if you interrupt the sequence, it just slows everything down. Alright,
I apologize.
so we're doing missiles first right now. Missiles go first, so all missile fire is happening right now. That's what we're doing. So we did Davis, we did Jet. Next we're gonna do, well, get on fire too. You can fire while you gave your command. We'll see.
Okay,
You fire.
great.
Sure,
Yes,
Phil.
I'll focus on the southeast group as well.
Okay. 11,
I have I have 15 dexterity, by the way.
plus 1 to hit, 12. Targets are moving through the field right now, and right now they're visible. Yeah. So moving to the tall grass, they are in the open field. We're on a hill. We're looking down on them. And you fired. Say +1 for short range. This is 15, 20 feet roughly. Yeah, 15 or 20. So +1 range. Yeah, that's a hit. You barely hit, but you hit. Damage is a d6. Did you go for the wounded one that's already been hit, or a fresh one?
Wounded one.
Alright, you took him out. So he took 2 arrows.
Yes.
You and together, you and Jet took one out, right? Your arrows landed at the same time. Yours probably landed first, actually, because you're a lot closer. So then his got the final hit, killed it. Went to well, you actually did 6 damage technically. So technically, you might have killed
Paper.
it before he did. So before he got the shot in. So I'll let his shot go indirectly to a different one, because you got 6 damage. Your arrow would have landed before his arrow. So I mean, he technically did aim at the same one. So yeah, let's. Yeah, you guys fired roughly at the
Well,
same
that doesn't
time.
make sense. That doesn't make sense, DM. It doesn't make sense that I aimed for the wounded one. Oh wait,
Well, you
because
know,
I
you
would have
both fired
aimed
at the
at
same
it if
time.
I knew.
If you both fired at the same time, yeah, you killed it, and then he just hit the same one that you killed, right? So he
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, I just want to clarify that I thought when you asked if I aimed at the wounded one, we already assumed that he hit that one first, and then I
Yeah,
noticed that
yeah,
he hit
that's
one,
what I
Yep.
and
also,
then I went for it
Yeah,
afterwards.
probably.
But
That's
that
probably what happened. Yeah.
yeah,
So
but how could that have happened if he hit the wolf after me?
So we're doing firing at the start of the round. So imagine a round is 10 seconds. He probably fired immediately at the start of the round, right? And then you probably waited until one was hit, and then you loosed your arrow later in the round, in the same round. Makes sense? So you didn't fire
oh,
at the
okay.
start. You probably fired later, right? But then you ended up getting the killing blow. Since his arrow didn't actually kill it, your arrow ended up killing it. Make sense? So that would be the
One hundred
explanation.
percent.
Initiative-wise, if
That
you guys both fired at the same time, yours would have hit first. But situation-wise, since we start with him, and you chose to shoot the one that he hit that he didn't kill, then you probably held your shot until you saw that he hit one that didn't die, right?
100%, DM. That makes 100%
Okay.
sense. However, that wasn't my intention personally when hearing your option. My
Right.
intention was, and what I was thinking was that okay, cool, he hit it first, and then I went for the second hit.
Yep. We still killed it.
Um,
What? Yeah. In the end, it died, so it doesn't really matter.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Forget it.
All right. Let's continue. So, next is Clipper's shot.
Clipper.
All right, missed.
Okay.
So all of our crew got our shots in, right? Let's see. And now we go to movement phase. So for movement phase, yes, Jet, no, not Jet. Seraphim did step forward, right? But it wasn't enough to make a difference. She's just in the front rank, that's all we know. She's in first while you guys are in second. And yeah, you asked me if you could move. You will move during the movement phase, right? It's a sequence of combat. And now we go into their movement phase as well. So they were moving to attack. So as you were firing, they were just standing there. They were actually simultaneously moving on the position of your crew, right? So it was all happening simultaneously. They didn't just stand there and get shot at. They were moving as you fired. So they moved into position, and wolves have very good speed. They have a speed of 60 feet in 10 seconds on ground. So they could close the distance very easily, actually. So with 60 feet and only 30 feet, they'd close it in 5 seconds, right? And then bite you near the end of the round, right? So you would get your shots off, but then halfway through, right after you loosed your shots on them, they would crash into you and take you to the ground, right, maul you apart. So the first 3 on the western flank attacked at one of the main party members. We'll just do random rolls and see. Well, let's see, how many guys are there? There's 4 guys there, right? And 1 guy's further north. So we'll do, since there's a total of 11 wolves, and there's 4 of you here, we'll
There's
do
10 now.
3 each. No, we'll do, because some of them will focus on the guy in front of the crew first,
No,
Seraphim.
Seraphim.
So this crew
Yeah,
here,
Seraphim
so
was.
they're gonna go on
Yeah.
Seraphim, but these are gonna flank and go on the rest of you. So, Seraphim, you'll take, you'll hold off against, and you'll get to fight back, of course. You wouldn't just stand there and watch them charge you. So, there would be, I said this is 4, right? This is, 4, no, this is, yeah, 4, 3, 3, right? 11 total. No, wait, no, this is actually 4, 4, and 3. Yes, this is 3. This is 4.
No, no,
This
no,
is,
no, 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 DM,
oh, there's
DM.
1
Before
dead.
you
Yeah,
said that
1 dead.
no, 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 no. That's not what I'm talking about. You said that the southern group was 4. Then you said that the western group was 3, and now there's 2 on the eastern group.
Well, there's 11 wolves total. So 1 is dead, so now
Yeah,
there should be
I'm
10.
aware. I'm aware.
Alright, so,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's 2 on the eastern group, and
alright,
then
so,
there's 3 on the western group and 4 on the southern group.
They're all on you either way, so.
alright, yes, so there's 10 either way, so it doesn't really matter where the numbers exactly, because they would move around, right? Some of them could have spread out. They have plenty of speed to redistribute the numbers, right? 60 feet is their movement in 10 seconds. So, easily, if they really wanted to, they could all just attack from one position if they really wanted to. There would be only 1 group. But they divide it into 3 groups and they can have whatever numbers they want. Because there's only 10 left, since there were 11 at the start, we'll do, let's see, token counter. Let's divide it 3, 3, and, no, 4, 4, and 3. Yeah, that will be 11. So, oh no, wait, it's 10. So, let's do 3, 3, and 4. Yeah, this is 3. And we'll do 3 here. And we'll do 4 here. That should be 10, right? Yeah. Okay, so it'll be 4 against Seraphim. Let's see if she survives the initial wave. Or they're only gonna attack as many times as they need to. So the first one missed. Second one on her. Let's check if that hit. They have a +1 a hit. Yeah, they have +1 a hit. So checking Seraphim. The first one engaged in front. The second one flanks you, so it's a +2 bonus. So +3 bonus total. So this 10 turns into a 13. Seraphim only has a heavy helm, heavy gamson, armor class of 5. Okay, and they rolled 13 to hit just now. Right, yeah, so that missed by 1 point. Your armor saved you just barely, right? Against that would have been a fatal blow most likely. So that's 2 wolves accounted for. A third wolf attacks you. That one hits. And their damage is 1d6. They're pretty darn intense, right? They hit really hard. Takes you to the ground, causes you 4 points of damage. Most men would die from such a bite. Seraphim is not like most women. She has 4 hit points, so she might survive it. She gets a saving throw versus death. She's on death's door. So she's taking a death blow, exactly 0, and she died, right? So, took her down, was alive or she didn't die instantly. She is on death. She takes a fatal blow, though, for sure. So she's dying within the next 10 seconds. It took her to the ground, right, and rips into her neck, and she's just gurgling on blood. She didn't die instantly. She's just choking on her own blood as it rips off her head, right? It's chewing off her neck. So thanks for playing, Zane. But you're out. Your character died.
All right.
Have a good rest of your day or weekend. I'll see you next game. Thanks, brother.
All
You can
right.
spectate if you want, but otherwise, yeah. Thanks for playing. Your character Seraphim was killed. So there's one more wolf here on the 4th position. He's gonna attack at one of the other guys further back. He will pick randomly between the guys here, so we'll do a d3 to find out. Alright, we'll do, yeah, that's 3. So then Clipper gets attacked by one of these 4. Miss. Alright.
Oh.
Runs up to Clipper, who had a bow ready, right? Crashes into him. Or maybe doesn't. Maybe Clipper, steps out of the way. The wolf, leaps past him. but then we got 3 more to deal with on either side. So when it comes to these 3, we're gonna evenly distribute them, right? There's 6 and there's 3 of you, so 2 each, right? So we'll do 2 on. It's a really bad situation for us right now. We're heavily outnumbered, right? We had many chances to disengage. It was a 5v11, right? Uphill battle. We chose it anyway. So we got, starting with Davis, he has 2 wolves on him. He fired an arrow into the position of the wolves. They charged and crashed into him. First wolf to attack him is a 16 to hit. With bonuses, it's a hit. The damage is 1 damage. He might survive it, yeah.
Oh,
So you get taken to the ground, Davis. You're brand new to the crew, right? Your captain led you to the hunt, and this
yeah.
huge wild wolf, right, comes running at you, pounces at you from the tall grass, takes you to the dirt, right? It starts chewing on your forearm, right? It's ripping your forearm apart. You're like blocking it. You're like, ah, help, help, right? And it's like just tearing through you. The second one comes up and runs on you and tries to tear at you again as well. And he has a high bonus to hit since you've already been hit, or it's flanking you, right? So you're on the ground. This other one comes out of nowhere because there's 2 of them on your position, and somehow misses, right? You get lucky here. You may manage to kick him away. Like you're like shaking and flailing your legs and arms in the air, right? And this one comes up on your leg, and you like manage to kick him back. Wasn't enough to do any damage, but was enough to keep him at bay. And then we got 2 engaging. So somehow miraculously, Davis fended off the wolves for 1 round. So you guys have a chance to save Davis. But let's check out Geron's next, okay? So Garon, you're up there. You're the leader of this crew, right? You led your crew up the hill to fight a pack of wolves, and after, following the wolves for some time, shooting at them, they finally attacked, right? So here comes this wolf. 2 of them pounce on you, right? They run up to your position. First one, 13 with their bonuses. You have not enough armor. It takes you to the ground and chews through you, right? You only had 1 hit. Exactly 1 damage. You might survive it. Let's do the saving throw. Our brave leader got a 13. He needed a 14 at least, but let's check his bonus. Alright, no bonus there. So, sadly, missed by 1 point. Garon, you were trying to fend it off. You put your hands in its teeth. It chewed through your fingers and into your face and starts biting off your jaw or your chin, rips off your lower jaw, right, and then digs in, right, into your face. Another one comes on in there, right, and starts chewing through your intestines, pulling out pieces of rib and intestines. We lost Captain Garon, right, a rookie captain. He led his crew to the hill to fight the wolves, and we might only have 1 survivor, right, the one guy who decided to maybe stay back. Maybe he might get away. Thanks for playing, brother. You're out. See you at the next one, Leslie.
It's fine.
You can spectate if you want to see how it ends for the rest of the crew. But we lost another brother tonight, Captain Garon, right? He was the most experienced of your crew, but he was not able to survive this one. It leads you to
Also,
victory.
I just want to ask a question, DM, about inheritance. Does this mean that I can, when next time when I play along, I have a son that inherits my gear?
Only if your gear is brought back to
I
town,
ain't bringing
right?
your body back, dog.
So that's how it works. Like someone has to bring your gear back so you can inherit it, right? If you have banked money, then you could, but you have no banked money. You have this gear here on your person, and you can inherit it if someone brings it back to town, right? For you. Brings you your body home to your family, right? And all your gear, possessions. But otherwise, you will have to start fresh. You can still play as Garon's son, but then you would see that Garon's son had nothing left behind by his father because he was killed by hungry wolves and, was left to be consumed by the wolves, right? The wolves would win, sadly.
Fair enough.
And I would let you know, wolves in my game, although they're pretty intense, they actually are super weak in my game. I actually have a rule that debuffs them, like makes them a lot weaker, but still, no matter what, with a crew of only 5 versus 11, you're not gonna win, right? It's super hard to win. You need missile weapons, you need distance. If you let them get close, it's over, right? Their only chances of winning a fight is melee and pack tactics, and that's what they're doing, right? We let them take our hill or close the distance. We'll see. So we lost Captain Garon, and the last to be to fend off the wolves is Clipper, right? So Clipper already had one attack him, and he managed to actually dodge it. It leapt past him, right? He dodged that guy, but 2 more come at him out of nowhere, right? Almost from up the hill, and they attack him. And one made an incredible miss at him, right? It actually crashes into another wolf and stuns itself, so it's out for 1 round. Right, it's just kind of in a daze. The other one just misses him, right? He comes leaping at him, and you dodge out of the way again, right? Dodging 2 wolves, but you realize it's you, and you're the only one standing. The other guy's on the ground being chewed up, right? It's Davis. Davis is on the ground, right? He's being chewed up. He's at 1 hit. So Davis is about to die. Captain's dead. Seraphim's dead. But we're gonna take our next action. So starting with Clipper, you want to run, you want to keep fighting to the death, you're gonna try something else. What's your move?
Since I'm new, I have a big question.
Yeah.
So this is like an action, but does this count as two? So lighting my torch to like fend off, or does the torch even do anything against wolves?
Sometimes
It's a newbie question.
you can hit a wolf with it. Sometimes they're afraid of it. If you
Okay,
manage to,
but would that count as 2 actions, or can I do it in one turn?
it
Light my
would count as
torch
many
and like
actions.
fend off.
Because you would
Okay,
imagine in real
so
life getting a torch lit, you would have to open your bag, take it your
yeah,
medieval
okay,
lighter.
okay.
Yeah. So
While being attacked
So
by wolves.
so can I can't run them, right?
it's unlikely you cannot run them. So it's either fight to
Yeah.
death,
Okay.
surrender,
So
or try to
yeah, just
run.
fight to death.
Maybe if you try to run, he can cover fire you or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll try to run.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You're kind of fucked here. You try running away.
Yeah.
You dodged like freaking 2 of them already, 3 of them, and you're running off, right? Maybe they'll let you go. We'll find out. But yeah, Clipper turns tail like, fuck, I'm out of here, right? He runs off that hill. He's trying to outrun these wolves. All you got, you left your brother behind, right? So you got like Davis on the ground there. He's brand new to the team. He's like, fuck, help, help, right? And this wolf is tearing him apart. Davis, what's your action? You wanna fight to the death or something else? You wanna try to roll out of the way? You get your knife. You can pull that out. Try to stab it.
Um, that's what I'm thinking. But is pulling my knife out count as one move, or can I pull out and
You can pull it and stab it,
as
but
one
it would be chewing through you while you're pulling your knife out. So if it doesn't kill you while you're pulling your knife out, then you have a chance to stab it still, right? But if it kills you before you pull your knife out, then it's over, right? He's not gonna watch you take out your knife.
Yeah. Can I yell and stab at the same time?
Yep, you could do that, right? Anything reasonable. So what would you yell?
I'll do that.
Just scream at it, like ah!
Fuck you. Basically. Fuck
Curse
you.
the wolf, right? You pull
Just
out your
cause a
knife,
distraction.
and as you're pulling your knife free, right? It continues to chew through you. So let's see if it kills you. You're still trying to defend yourself, right? So we're gonna roll initiative here, a speed
Yeah.
check to see if you're faster at grabbing your knife or if it's faster at just tearing you apart. So here's your initiative, 2. Here's its initiative, 5. So before you can even pull your knife free from your belt,
Oh,
it already gets a bite in there, right?
fuck.
Chance of hitting extremely high, but a nat 1 means that it misses. Anything else means it hits, right? So yeah, there was no chance, right? It's already on you. You're like about to yell, but before you can, it digs right past your forearm, or it was biting through your forearm, right? And then it releases and goes down into your chest. It's just like rips through your chest, like you feel its teeth sink deep into your breast, and then pull a good chunk of chest out, right? While the other one comes in from the crotch area and tears out your genitalia, right? It's over for him, right?
No, I was
Blood
going to
spurts
use
out of your
that.
open chest wound, out of your crotch area. Blood is spurting everywhere. That's it for our poor rookie, Davis. A very horrid, very gruesome first experience to the game, right? So Davis is killed in action. Captain Garen's killed in action. Freaking Clipper's running away. Let's see if they react to him. So let's see how they react to you, Clipper running off. If it's positive reaction, they might let you leave. It's uncertain, right? So you start running, and they're in the attack, right? And because some of them are, they have as you run off, they're uncertain why you're running, right? So the ones that were already attacking you are not certain what to do next. They see you running, they're gonna make a morale check, whether to pursue or to let you go. Basically, if they pass the morale check, they'll pursue you, but if they fail the morale check, they will let you go, right? So let's see if they have discipline to let you go or not, or to keep fighting you or to let you go. Alright, they're gonna keep going, right? They chase after you, but they don't immediately attack you. They just keep moving and like encircling you, right? Like you step off the hill, you like start moving off the hill, and they just kind of like run after you a little bit. Like all the whole pack is at this point, right? Just kind of like gathering around you, barking, growling, right, right, like slowly closing the distance, encircling you completely. And as this is happening, right, Jet, do you want to keep firing on the position, or do you want to flee at this
Run.
point?
I don't know. I was running
Run.
before he started running, dude.
Alright,
I was gone.
Jet's gone. He left you, right? So Jet left you. There
Oh
was no
yeah, fuck
chance
that guy, dude.
of survival, no chance of rescue there. He saw, at least that's in his perspective, right? It would be suicidal for him to do anything about it. But yeah, so you tried running. The wolves reacted uncertain of why you were running from them. They did not want to let you go though. So they ran around you, circled you, all 11 wolves, right? They just finished killing your friends. Just a huge pack of wolves, right?
10.
Growling, barking, snapping their jaws at you,
And wolf.
right? Just like blood on their jaws, blood on their teeth, and their around their lips, right? Wild wolves, right? Just like hungry and angry at you, just barking, right? Snapping their jaws, slowly closing the distance. As they do this, do you want to do you want to get ready to fight again, or do you want to do something else? You're completely surrounded.
They didn't eat on the other body at all?
They pursued you. They like stopped eating on the bodies and like
Okay.
ran after you.
Okay. Um,
They're a pack.
is it 2 actions? Is it 2 actions to shoot another arrow before I die?
Uh, it's not 2 actions, but it might be slow, especially when this close. You would aim, fire
Um,
your last shot, and then that would be it. You might get one kill before you die, maybe.
okay, well, then I'm just gonna keep trying to run. And
Alright,
pray.
so you pray to
I'm
your
praying while
god,
running.
and even though you're completely surrounded by wolves left to right, you just run north through the wolves anyway, right? You run toward them, and let's see their reaction to you. Morale will dictate whether they just kill you on the spot or continue pursuing you. So they continue pursuing you. They let you go, but they like continue following you, right? Those bark and snap their jaws like they're playing with you, right? They're just messing around with you at this point. But he's long gone, and you're just trying to get out of here, right? And they just keep on running along. They outrun you by twice your speed, right? 60 feet is how
Yeah.
fast they move in 10 seconds, or how fast they can move up to in 10 seconds. Whereas the max speed for you is 30 feet in 10 seconds, right? And you're huffing and puffing through the field, right? And they just like they're playing with you at this point. They're just barking, snapping their jaws, messing with you. And you want to keep running or something else? So they let you keep running
Um,
for a bit, like they're just playing with you.
hmm. Is there anything in my surroundings, or is it just plain field, still tall grass?
Just farmlands for miles around, right? Tall
Okay.
grass,
So
a
I'll
few
just
hills
keep
here and
running.
there. Yeah.
Keep praying and running.
Keep praying and running. Alright, let's see their next reaction. So you keep running, keep praying, like, God help, right? You're like struggling to move, struggling to keep running. Right, you guys are all dead. Um, let's see the next reaction. Another morale check. If they're gonna keep fighting. Oh yeah, they keep on playing with you. They keep running along. So they just keep on following you around, right? These wolves, right? They're messing with you. Um, seeing that you keep moving, they're gonna make a new reaction to you. So the morale dictated that they don't want to just kill you, that they'll just pursue you. But let's see that how they want to react to you, keeping on fleeing. They're still uncertain of why you're fleeing, right? You're completely surrounded. They're just barking and chasing after you like dogs would, right? Every now and then they would get pretty close and snap at your like clothing, but they wouldn't actually bite you, right? So you're not sure why they haven't killed you yet. They just keep on encircling you, right, as you struggle to run away. Garen's long or Jet's long gone. But yeah, you're moving through the field as
Yo, if
fast
he
as you
gets
can.
lucky enough to get away, I'm gonna laugh.
You want to keep going? You want to keep running through the field with these wolves around you?
Yeah. I
It's
would
kind of
keep
strange
praying
why
and
they haven't
running.
killed you yet. Um, alright, so
Bro, I'm one with the wolf soon. I might just become a wolf pack
alright,
leader.
so you decide to keep running anyway, right? The wolves roll to see their next reaction to your character running, right? We're gonna do a morale check again, and if it's within the morale, uh, they'll finally finish you off because that's their goal, right? To kill you. But if they fail that, fail the morale check, they'll just keep following you, right? Or actually, maybe they'll just let you go at that point. Yeah. So
Please.
maybe they have enough food.
Please.
7. All right. A pack of wolves have a morale score of 6
Fuck me,
and
dude.
8. 8 when they have a when they have their when they're still in the majority. Yeah, that's how it goes. So basically, if it's 8 or lower, it's a pass. That means they keep on,
Okay.
or that means they attack. Yeah. So if they rolled higher than an 8, that means they fail the morale check and they don't attack. So
Oh.
yeah, they follow you for a bit, for a long while, right? They didn't have the enough morale, I guess, to, they were winning the fight. Hmm. Pack of wolves, and it's summertime too. They're hungry. You're in you're in their supposed territory, and rolling within morale typically would mean that they would kill you. Then rolling out of it means that they would let you go. Hmm. But morale checks are only triggered typically if they lose half their numbers. So actually, instead of a morale check, we'll do a reaction check. Yeah, we'll do a reaction. That would be more fair. So how they actually react to you. High would be in your favor, and low would be out of favor. And you're just fleeing, right? You're fleeing. Um, you don't have any reputation with the wolves yet. You did initially attack them though, so that's a -1 penalty. Right. In the end, they chose to be hostile against you. They chose to just carefully circle you and try to kill you. They would move into melee. So as they move into melee, do you want to make a final stand and attack them, or do you want to just let them have you, or something else?
You believe in the heart of the
Lit
cards.
my torch.
Light that torch of yours? Okay. Yeah, they gather around you,
Yes.
go into your bag. You pull free your torch and tinderbox, but by the time you take it out, right, they're already on you, right? They completely just take you down. There's no roll required. They just put their weight on you, and then they execute you, right? They hold you down with their teeth, their weight, and they just chew through you. And that's the end of our poor rookie who managed to run with the wolves for a bit until they killed him, right? So
Bro, I
you're
thought I was gonna
running with the
become a pack
wolves.
leader.
You would have to kill enough of them to become pack leader. You were just
Wait, really? That's the thing
you
you
were
can
just a
do?
toy to them. I mean, kinda, yeah, possibly.
Bet. Bet.
Um, you would more like scare them, right? So it would fear you, and then with fear you might be able to control them better, right? But they did not.
Mm.
They were not scared of you at all. You were just like, oh, you were like a deer to them. They were just following you around, and they ate you. All right,
I
they'd have to
believe
take you
in
to
the
their
escape.
babies. But the only one to win this expedition is Jet, and there was nothing gained because we had no. Oh wait, actually we did get one kill. We did get
One
one kill.
XP. Yeah.
So that one kill out there actually got you experience in the field. You gotta claim it. So, but it is deduced by how many guys we lost, right? So experience,
But would I get it before they died and level up? Then I'd be still at 0.
no, because it still has
Damn.
to be the deaths have to be someone's got to be responsible for all the deaths of those characters. So even if you got
Yeah.
your experience, you would also lose experience right after. Um,
Damn.
each of those guys were worth half experience because they were all level zeros. So because 4 level
Yeah.
zeros died out there in the field, that's 2 experience deducted. And the wolf is only worth let me check. I think it's 2.5 experience. So technically we earn nothing because the bad reputation. You'd come back to town, you'd claim to have killed 1 wolf, but then 4 crew members were killed, and it doesn't look like you. No one would believe you. It'd be bad reputation. Let's see.
Sad.
That's a
Alright.
story you just don't tell.
Yeah, it's a horrifying story. Uh, Alright, yeah, in the end, they are indeed worth 2.5. So, yeah, you would not gain a single experience from this expedition. And there would be no trophy either to bring back. No proof also, right? Because we didn't win the battle. So you would go home, you would claim you had killed 1 wolf out there, but no one would believe you because what it looks like is you left with 5, came back with 1, right? And what they would believe is you ran away and left them to die. That's more believable, right? To the pack.
Fair.
So God knows you
But it
killed
was
one,
a
but
big pack.
yeah,
God
you also
knows.
are possibly partly responsible for not dying with your comrades, I guess, right? Or running away. Your reward is living, but you also get to live with the burden of the fact that they all died and you didn't, right? We'll see. And you wouldn't be able to claim the
Yeah.
reputation, the good reputation for killing a wolf because it costed you four men, right? So, all right.
The town
Well,
probably thinks
tough
everybody in
luck.
my family's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
He said
Um.
tough luck.
Very tough. Yeah. Try to make some money
I didn't
tonight.
die. I don't care.
Failed the expedition. But thanks for playing, guys. It was a good attempt. I will say it was kind of a rookie mistake to engage a pack like that. But you know,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but he kept going, and I just let him do it.
I mean,
I was like,
Captain Garon
I'm falling back,
it
dude.
wasn't his full choice. He was considering everyone's
Yeah.
ideas. I did think, yeah, Garon, you did good as captain. I think someone else, maybe Seraphim, she pushed you to attack a little bit, or was more encouraging of that. I know Jet, you clearly made it clear that you didn't want to fight, and you even fell back. But yeah, since we chose to engage the
I got what,
wolves,
210 feet of range.
the wolves engaged us initially, or technically they engaged us, but we kept them moving into their territory, following them, right? So they got agitated. When they finally moved up to your crew, we fired at them. So we took the first attack, but they made the first move. Well, actually, technically we advanced on them. They finally advanced on us after we kept on pushing them back with
I have
movement.
questions. I have questions for
Yeah,
future reference. By the
sure.
way, I think that okay. So can I include this within one move because I had a spear? So within one move, don't you think it's possible for me to take out my short bow and then let's say it's my turn and the wolves are what 30 feet away, and then I'd say fire at the wolves and then immediately pull out my spear. Doesn't that count as one move?
It could. The thing is, though, you would fire your bow, but if the wolves have enough speed to close the distance in that same round, you wouldn't be able to get your spear by then, right? Because the idea is that they weren't actually at that position when you fired. They were
Sounds
already
fair.
moving. They were already on the move, right?
But that's But when I imagine 30 feet, right, and something coming at me at 30 feet, I mean,
Right.
it's a slung spear. When I think about it, I can shoot and then release and then pull out my
You ever
spear.
seen how
Yep,
fast
you
a
would be
dog
able to
can
do
move,
that if
dog?
they didn't close the
Within
distance,
one
right?
second.
So if they were a
Yeah,
lot
but
further away, you could do that,
okay,
right?
no. Hold on, I hear you, but I'm
Right.
saying within 1 second, I can shoot an arrow and pull out my spear before 30 feet, before they get to me within 30 feet. It's 1 second. I can do that.
It's not in 1 second.
That's
It's a few seconds. Because imagine the situation, right? And imagine what they're doing too, right? Because imagine if you were them, right? And they were you. So in that round, you could see your character grabbing for an arrow, knocking it on his bow, taking aim, right? And firing, right? Are they just standing there waiting for you to shoot them? The whole time you're doing that, they were moving. By the time you loosed your arrow, maybe you hit, maybe you didn't, but maybe they also just crashed into you and also took you to the ground at that point. And also imagine being on their side. Imagine if you were them, like if you were charging archers, for example, and then would it be fair that like let's say it's a short distance, you're like I want to charge and
okay.
spear him, right? But then I say, okay,
Okay.
well you charge him, but he shoots at you, he hits you, and then once you close the distance, he also took out his own spear and stabbed you. Would that be fair? Like,
So
bruh.
so
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 you
so
wanted to
here's how
charge
about
him.
this?
Uh,
Yeah, no, no, no.
the distance
I
was
hear
too
you.
short in
I
that
need no,
single round. So if it was further away, you would have been
no,
able to
I
do that.
need no further explanation.
Yeah.
No, I don't need any explanation. So what I'm
Uh,
saying is, how about this? For future reference,
yeah.
right? How about basically, let's say we're stalking some sort of prey,
Yeah.
while moving, and the prey hasn't detected us yet. Can I say, draw your bows? Everyone, draw
Yep.
your
That would be a
bows and
surprise round.
hold.
So you would fire while they're not moving toward you, right? That would be exactly what you
No,
want.
no,
So
no,
you.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about. We have our bows drawn,
Yep.
but we don't shoot while they aren't looking. We're holding our bows, and as soon as they notice us and decide to attack, we then shoot, and then still have time to pull out our melee weapon.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah. So that's considered a surprise round. We weren't. They were already moving while we were firing. So that was the issue. If we got the shot off and they weren't already moving toward us, right? Then you could clearly do that, right? Because you would have a round before them.
No, no,
Like,
no, no. You're misunderstanding me
no.
again. I'm going to try to explain this clearly. I'm not ambushing them. I'm not talking about an ambush. I'm talking about drawing our arrows and still stalking them, and then once they detect us and start running to us, then
Yeah,
shoot.
you ready to shot against them, right? So that's called. It's understood as a surprise round, in the like by the rules. The surprise round
Yeah,
means that you take
for
an
analogy.
action before they take an action. Like you take an action and then while they're doing something else, right? So you take an action against them while they're busy doing something else, right? Which is not attacking you yet or not pursuing you yet. So let's say yeah, you
No,
ready your
that's
shot.
not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
Data
that though.
is
There's
what
still
he's
a
trying to
misunderstanding.
say. Here, let me
Yeah,
explain
go.
it. What he's trying to say is the bow's already drawn. He's trying to shoot, or not shoot. He's preparing to shoot. He gets charged if he shoots his bow and then pulls out his spear. Is what he's trying to say. What I have to say to that is, if a 10-second round, if they're charging, the 10 seconds has already started.
Wait, excuse me, could you say that again?
Essentially, if the round started, no. If you have an ambush, yes. That's what you're trying to get.
Okay, so within 10 seconds, isn't it possible? Because remember, I took a previous move. In my previous round, or my previous move, I decided to follow them while they haven't seen me with my bow already drawn.
They
And
already knew we
then
were
the
there
next.
the whole time.
Oh, hold on,
Yep.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. And then the next 10. Yeah, I hear you, but we didn't have our bows drawn. And then the next 10-second round that comes across, then what they see me, and then I release my arrow as I see they're charging towards me, but they're not close to me yet because I already had my bow drawn. There wasn't
From
a,
me to
there
you.
was, yeah, there wasn't time
Me to
for
you.
me.
Future reference when hunting, keep at least 100. I mean, minimum 100 feet away.
Wait, excuse me, what were you saying?
Next time you hunt, bows have a minimum range of, I believe the short bow is 120 feet. So, at minimum, 100, stay 100 feet away from your prey. Even though they're
Okay,
tall grass and can be seen, just keep distance with range. I have 200, I think 200.
I wish I knew that. Yeah, I did ask you, DM. I asked you I asked you the first time when I came, what is the range of the short bow? And then
You
you
can
just
see
told
all the
me as
ranges on the items. So while you're in the item shop, you can see the ranges and everything. So like great
where's the item
swords.
shop?
Go to the item shop. It's on the Discord. You'll see the I don't know
List
what it's
of
called. What's it
items.
called, DM?
List of items.
Yeah, list of items. You can
List of
find
items.
all ranges in the description or in the purchase area. So you'll see like a foot range with it. That is how far you can fire with that weapon.
Okay, 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 cool. It's good to know that
That should
this
answer
is
all those questions.
yeah, this is important. But yeah, next time if we're going to if we're going to move in, then I'm going to move in with our bows drawn already, so that that the time is decreased for us to take a to take an arrow out and draw the arrow. So
Yep,
I'm still
that's
happy
fine.
to do that next
Yeah,
time.
you can
Yeah.
prepare your bows, knock an arrow, and get ready to fire, right? But it's still the same sequence, really. You're gonna fire, they're gonna be moving, and then you're gonna be maybe
I
switching
just
out to your spear, and they're gonna be attacking, right?
I disagree. I don't think it's the same sequence. I think an ambush is completely different from observing prey and waiting until they see you and then shooting your arrow when they see you. I think it's two
Either
different things. But
way, it's going to be
Right. There's a
I
feature in the
have
game called Surprise Round. Basically, it gives you a whole round where the enemy are busy doing something else, like not knowing that you're attacking them. So you would fire,
that's
there would be,
not what I'm
then you
talking
would switch
about.
to your
That's an
spear.
ambush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was describing you that earlier. So surprise round works only when they're not already taking an action that includes you, right? So they were already aware of you, so they were already acting as soon as you acted, right? Or maybe they were acting before you even fired. In that case, they
You
did.
guys
I think
think
they
you're
took the
gonna run
first
another
action
one
to
tonight?
charge you, and then we took out our bow and arrows and fired. Oh, we didn't. We already had our bows ready. We just knocked our arrows and fired, right? As they were moving to us. We missed our shots. They crashed into us, and then they bit us, right? So
okay. Look, I still personally have some
30 feet,
contention
right? It's
with
pretty
this.
short of a distance.
Yeah, no, I personally still have some contention with this train of thought. However,
If it was 60 feet, I have a feeling he would have let it slide, but it was 30 feet.
yeah, it's your rules, so I'm going to I'm just gonna stick to the rules. So yeah.
Yep, it's just
You think
pretty
you're gonna
basic.
run another one tonight, DM?
Well, DM, I'm gonna see you the next time you play.
Yep.
You have
Have
a
a good
good
night,
night.
guys.
Yeah, thanks. Also, wait, I want to ask one more question, DM. Are you in Japan?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you're Japanese or you're just an immigrant over there?
I'm American. I'm just stationed here.
Oh, stationed. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, yeah, thanks for the game, guys, and I'll see you on the next adventure when I'm around.
Yep. Take care, guys. Have a good night.